The plane was still flying, perfectly stable, high above the clouds. But inside the cockpit, no one was conscious. No response, no communication, no control. And for hours, it continued like this until something unthinkable happened. At first, nothing seemed unusual. The flight continued exactly as planned. But then, a small warning appeared. Inside the cockpit, an alert signal began to flash. It didn't seem critical. Something minor, something routine. But within minutes, the situation began to change. The cabin temperature dropped. The pressure started to fall. And slowly, without realizing it, everyone on board was losing consciousness. Inside the cockpit, there was no response. The pilots were no longer in control. Their oxygen supply had failed. One by one, they lost consciousness. Inside the cabin, passengers sat silently, some unaware, others already affected. No one understood what was happening. And yet, the aircraft continued to fly, perfectly stable, perfectly on course. A plane full of people flying through the sky with no one in control. Back on the ground, something wasn't right. Air traffic control had lost communication. Repeated calls went unanswered. The aircraft was still flying, but no one was responding. That's when fighter jets were deployed to intercept and visually confirm the situation. As they approached, what they saw was shocking. Inside the cockpit, there was no movement, no reaction, no sign of control, just silence. As the fuel began to run low, the situation became critical. The aircraft could not stay in the air forever. Inside the cockpit, there was still no response, no control, no recovery. But then, something unexpected happened. One of the pilots briefly regained consciousness. Weak, disoriented, barely able to move. He tried to take control, but it was too late. The engines began to fail, and within moments, the aircraft started to descend rapidly, uncontrollably, toward the ground. The aircraft eventually crashed into the mountains. There were no survivors. A normal flight turned into a silent disaster. But what made it even more disturbing was how it happened. No explosion, no sudden failure, just a slow, invisible loss of control, and a plane that kept flying long after everyone inside was already gone. So the question remains, how long did it really continue before anyone realized